Alright, my friends, it's a very cold night in Texas, but that's alright. Oh, let's get this light on here. Oh, there we go. Oh, beautiful. Now we can see. And welcome back to Show and Tell. What the hell? And right here we have the Funko Savage World Jason Voorhees figure. And let's get this off. Let's get all the good stuff out of the way. Go to the not so good stuff and talk a little bit about how I feel about it, and then come back and full circle and praise Funko. But yeah, here it's a good figure. I can't deny that this is a good figure. Well done. It's about the $15 price range. A little steep. Could be a little cheaper. I'd like it to be $10. I'd like it to be $5 for what we're getting. These are not supposed to be expensive figures, but this style, this 5.5. The reason that we're getting this 5.5 is that they shouldn't have to be this expensive. I don't know if it's the paint apps or what. Do we need all these paint apps? But otherwise, a very good figure. Not gonna complain too much about the style and aspect of it. Well, I am the style, yeah, but the sculpt itself is nice. It's a good looking figure. I cannot deny that. So let's talk about one of the problems I'm having in general. And it's not really a problem, it's just a question that I have. And the question that I have is, why are we getting this when we're used to getting this? And I could tell you why. Because this one doesn't stand up. No. This is because of nostalgia. People have this obsession with nostalgia, with vague familiarity. 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 Vague familiarity. And what I mean by that is that if they kind of sort of remember what one thing looks like and another thing looks like, they're all over it. And Funko knows this, and Funko tends to, I don't want to use the word exploit, but they definitely take advantage of that aspect. Um, the non-toy collectors crowd have gravitated towards Funko, and Funko is giving them the goods. I'm a toy collector. I would say, more than casual, but not super hardcore to where I am. I don't have my own toy store. I don't go and trade too much. I collect what I see that I like. I will get. So not as hardcore as the hardcore toy collector, but a little bit more hardcore than the average toy collector. I got, I think, yeah. I mean, I call it my plastic addiction. It's plastic crack, but um, I'm going to talk a little bit about the style of this figure right here. Now, this figure is I don't know, 5 3/4, 5.5, 5. I call them the 5-inch style. This is a scale that after Star Wars became popular with the Masters of the Universe line, and you started seeing a lot of other duplicates, knockoffs, and rip-offs. Really good rip-offs, not so good rip-offs, um, bootlegs, and then this scale continued to, I want to say, all the way to like Ninja Turtles and up to the Kenner Aliens and Predator line. This 5-inch scale evolved into the 6-inch scale that we're used to. Then we had the Toy Biz 4-inch scale, and they went up to that Marvel Legends 6-inch scale. Um, but this was the line that you could put. You can get your He-Mans, you can get your no. Let's not forget the Thundercats line. That was a weird 7-inch scale, which was a kind of a bold move too, and that was a very popular toy line. But let's get this and compare it to. We already compared it with what a Nika Jason is supposed to look like, and Nika, and here is a He-Man figure that's held together with very loose bands at the waist at this point. So I gotta do what I can to fix that. And here is a Stinkor. that is aged well with time, but not perfectly. And you could tell these He-Man figures are a little. He's a little bit less stout uh, than this guy. Um, he's a little bit taller, and the system of the legs are this ball and socket joint that the Ninja Turtles had as well. But I'm going to show you what this figure is more closer to. Well, before that, let's show you another Funko figure here. This was, is it Zorn or Zion? This is a short-lived TV series that was a parody of He-Man, and they put him in this kind of Roger Rabbit format where it was half live action and animated, half animated, or mixed together rather. But yeah, same. You could tell that with the shoulders, these are definitely coming. This is derived from this sculpt here. Same thing goes with the legs, right? So I like it. It's pretty decent. I mean, I just wish this was cheaper. I got this actually. I waited till this was on clearance, and it only went down to like $10.99. But I do definitely think that the price points could be a little bit lower for these. That's let me show you what I like here. This is what these guys remind me of. This is from the God damn it. This is a Remco line. Warrior Beasts, Remco. I don't know that. I always forget the name of this Triceratops character. I know some of the other ones from the Warrior Beasts, from Sun Gold and Suko, Galaxy Warriors, things like that. Some of my more favorite ones. This one I got later on. But I have some of my old Remcos. What I like about these, and I'm going to probably do a review of all the Remco figures that I have. What I do like about these is these are the figures that were intended to appeal to the grandparents or the parents. They didn't know exactly what a He-Man toy was, so they'd get their grandchild whatever looked like a He-Man. But I gotta say, some of these were far more superior than some of the He-Man figures. These do stand the test of time a lot better than the He-Man figures. This figure here is, I want to say 1982. 1982. How many years is that? You do the math. But this, it's still very solid. So that's what these figures remind me of. Now, the only thing that you can notice here, look at the very simple paint apps. That was kind of the charm of these figures. Very bright colors, whereas these figures have actually for this scale have a lot of paint apps. This is a lot. I mean, even compared to the Masters of the Universe. You got brown, you got several shades of green, you got all these details with silver, you got white over here, you got white over here, and then you got red over here. It's a lot of time, a lot of paint apps. So I think that's why the price point is where it's at, and I think they fear that if you don't have a lot of details, the figure will be unrecognizable or less cool. However, I think that if you get this guy down to like I don't know, maybe an $8 price point, I wouldn't mind if he had less of a paint, less like get one solid green instead. Instead of the brown, paint that green also. I don't know. There's a lot of different things that you can do. Maybe maybe one less weapon, but get that price point down. But then again, these were meant for kids. These are meant for children like me. But the other thing I do want to show you is that he is compatible with. Let me see. I don't have my vehicle anymore. Where'd my vehicle go? Oh, by Jove, it got lost. Pause. And there we go. There's a little something there for you. These do fit on the old He-Man vehicles. And get this guy. You could put him by your old Snake Mountain. You could put him you're hanging out with Skeletor at Castle Grayskull. Have them both invaded. Yeah, they're compatible. That's pretty cool. A lot of figures were like that. I just don't understand why we downgrade. Well, I mean, I think I do understand. But but I'm not going to buy them all. There's Leatherface, Pinhead. I may get those, but I'm not too impressed with a Freddy Krueger. This one seems to be the one that's hard to come by. I may just wait till the other ones come down in price. Like the Mortal Kombat ones have come down in price. They've gone down in clearance. You're starting to see a lot of those where people are just, well, let's get this Liu Kang here. We don't really need this. I think it's a interesting idea, but it also plays on nostalgia. And like I said, if I were to recommend a Jason figure and you're at Target, get one of these. Shell out another $10 and get one of these more screen accurate ones. Just look way cooler, have way more articulation, just a better figure, and I don't know. I mean, unless you are a Masters of the Universe collector or like to collect these and you gotta have this, I'd say yeah. I mean, I'd recommend this to Jason collectors, but I don't know. I hate to sound too negative. This is the third time I've done this video because the other ones just sounded way too negative, and I want to give Funko the credit it deserves. I mean, this, I don't know. I don't want to flat out call this a cash grab figure, but it's not like anything anyone asked for, right? Now, if they do expand on this, I would like to see an Ash figure. I'd like to see that happen. The Freddy one, like I said, the Freddy one could have looked a lot better. I don't know why they gave him a hood. Just give him a damn hat. I wish these had pants. Some of them just look kind of silly without the pants. I don't know. I may try to, if these come down in price, I'd like to get another one just to customize them, give them a different paint job to see what could have been. But anyway, folks, hope that hope that review didn't make you think too negatively about me and what I think about this, but I just wanted to give you all my honest opinion about the new Funko Savage World figures, and I hope to see you next time. If you like this, subscribe, and there shall be more. Take care, folks.